Hello, brother.
The excitement flows through my body like the cocaine that I snorted years ago as I bring you the news of Darksiders 3, the third game in a franchise that I dearly love. My love towards it has always been private, but with the reveal of the new game comes more information than you bargained for. In case you're unaware of what Darksiders is, it is basically Zelda combined with God of War, but better than both, at least if you ask me. In each game you play as one of the riders of the apocalypse and your goal is to prevent evil things from ending the world. It is played in an open world with weapons, magic, massive boss battles and amazing music. It contains environmental puzzles, exploration and lots of platforming. The third game will feature the horsewoman Fury, who is supposed to be the strongest of all of them, but that seems a bit of a stretch since war completely obliterated her in the Darksiders comic book. She is described as enigmatic and unpredictable, and her signature weapon is a magical whip. She will be able to transform into several different shapes, which will allow her to get more weapons, moves and traversal abilities. If you happen to be wondering why is a horseman a woman, it is because the story made her a woman since the start, all the way back in 2010. In the trailer we can see War chained up, who is the horseman from the first game. This means that the events happening in Darksiders 3 will be before or during the events from Darksiders 2. I'm not gonna spoil it, but trust me, it is like this because it is. Fury has this condescending attitude towards War, likely because she is an enigmatic bitch. We can also see Fury approaching the Charred Council. This is an entity in the game that is responsible of maintaining the balance and order of the universe, and the Horsemen take orders from it, when necessary. If you guys are interested, I might make a couple more videos about the Darksiders lore, because it is very interesting and I like it, so you might like it too. The council calls for Fury to approach them and tells her that the 7 deadly sins have escaped. Earth is being devastated and she needs to return the balance of good and evil to it. The sins have not been mentioned in the previous games or the comic, so this is new territory in terms of lore, but we have received a glimpse into one of the sins, Sloth. The official site says the following: his preference is to sit idle atop his throne, allowing his countless minions to defend him and even move him around inside his hollowed-out subway lair. Don't let the bedsores fool you, Sloth is a mighty force when prodded into battle. I can already see the boss battle. He will try to stomp and we will try to slice and pop, although the idea of his minions moving him around seems interesting. I suspect we will need to blast through countless of his little bugs in order to find him and possibly have multiple battles with him. You know how in some games you have a battle and you chunk them down and then they flee, so you gotta chase them? I suspect Sloth is going to be like that, even though he is a fat bastard who can't move. The website says that more sins will be coming, so we must wait for the reveals. I suspect IGN will have more content coming this month, so I will use my copy-pasting powers to inform you guys. A couple of screenshots have been released as well. One of them shows Fury with a Maker, a member of a race within Darksiders that lives in Forge lands and builds cities for both heaven and hell. They are neutral in the War of Existence, and this basically confirms that we will likely use the Forge lands to get upgrades and new gear, same as in the previous game. Another screenshot shows us a post-apocalyptic and ravaged city, but if we zoom in we can notice 2 beings and what looks like to be a portal embedded into the building behind them. One looks like Mokujin from Tekken, while the other seems to be the guy that loses his head in the trailer. Perhaps they are mini-bosses who work for Sloth, the mentioned sin. The game is being developed by Gunfire Games, whose members are largely comprised of the team behind the first 2 games, so I believe we don't have to worry about it too much. My only concern is why did the announcement come now, if the game is going to release next year? Lack of a release date means that it will probably not be at the start of the year, which begs the question, how are we supposed to survive for so long? This franchise rose from the ashes, and now that we know of its existence, it is really difficult to just sit and wait. I don't like the sun, and I might get shanked if I go out during the night, so I'm forced to sit and wait. Either way, I'm super excited for Darksiders 3 and I will need to play through the first 2 games again in order to get reminded of everything that happened. I'd suggest you do the same. Thanks for watching and make sure to let me know would you like to see Darksiders videos before the 3rd game is out. I have been Petard, your glorious lord, and may the blessings of Petardia eternally touch your butt.